Yeah, let's keep it going.
Okay.
But
Can
let's
I
start
vape
this.
during this podcast? Is that unprofessional?
I'm going to shoot heroin if it's okay. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to. No.
Okay.
All right.
I left it in the car.
That was responsible of you. We don't do heroin. I want that to be known.
Not anymore.
Not today.
We quit in the car.
I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat.
Oh no, I lost a wired headphone. If only I had a company like Raycon sponsoring today's episode. Raycon, I need headphones. All right, guys, welcome to Unloading Meat. My guests today are just a barrel full of monkeys. I just wanted to see if I can make them giggable before they even get on camera. It's fucking funny. My guests today are the one and only comedian / clown, Lacee Rains, and artist / comedian / entertainer / guy with the coolest hat collection in all of Tulsa, Peter Bedgood. What's up,
That's
Peter?
me.
What's up, Lacee? Welcome to the Unloading Meat.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. I love the duo podcast too, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
this is
thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, it's exciting.
We're totally just a little big, just a little.
What's going on?
So I have to just get this right out of the way by the time we, get this recorded. It'll come out in like a month or so, but I just want to say congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats. For those that don't know, they just got engaged.
That's true.
Oh, matching tats? Nice.
It's the...
We did not elope, to be clear.
No.
We had some people concerned about that. We're not married.
Not until Halloween of 2024.
Ooh, nice. Nice. Any certain theme or anything? All you're going to do like full theme? Like,
You'll have to wait and see.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm excited.
No teasers.
No teasers.
Like just seeing the duo of you two together, like, and like the talent that you both have,
Thank you.
between the clowns and like the music and the art and everything. I'm like, yeah. Get some time to prepare this shit. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we hope so.
We want to have the sickest open mic at our wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, we want people from other states asking if they can get on the list.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when comedians get married, yeah,
Right.
it needs to be at least be funny.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Because even if it's like not funny, it's somehow funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and with the age difference, they're never going to let us,
Yeah.
escape getting made fun of.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
wedding / age consent tour.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Otherwise known as the honeymoon.
We were arrested on our honeymoon.
Oh, no.
I was.
I'm of age, to be clear.
Well, Peter, when you get married, for starters, you don't have to keep her in the trunk.
Okay.
She can ride in the front seat with you.
Yes.
Not in the back seat and the booster seat either.
All right.
Yeah. Lacey's tall enough, okay?
I'm very tall.
Yeah.
I'm Amish, so we have our tradition.
We have a horse and buggy.
Wait, I'm really high. I'm going to take you at face value. Are you really Amish?
No, but I
Okay.
grew up in
You have the blue eyes. I was like, oh, Jebediah.
yeah. Yeah, I could have been. I used to live in a part of Pennsylvania that was Amish.
Really?
Yeah, where they filmed Witness with Harrison Ford.
Nice.
Yeah, that was like right down the street from my house.
Um,
All Amish people.
the closest thing I have to Amish, I've actually talked about on the podcast before. I had a job in South Coffeyville, and I worked at this foundry, and there's this like home development across this, like where my office was, just so you could see like houses being built and stuff like that out the window, and there was like 2 Amish guys that would be dropped off in the morning, and they would build this house. They were framing a house.
Wow.
And it was an older gentleman. You could see him in the full beard and everything like that, and they were doing it all by hand tools and everything. And one day I looked out the window, and they got into a fight.
What?
And I shit you not, full on like handmade, the slacks with the suspenders and stuff
No
like
buttons.
that. No buttons, anything. And I see them like, I can't hear anything, but I can just look out the window, and I just see them like, get into a shoving like this. I'm the younger guy and the older guy. And all of a sudden they square off and they throw down their tools. And the older gentleman gets legit like this, like does the whole full old school. And it's over in like 2 seconds.
Who won?
The older gentleman.
Nice.
The older man just like 1-2 knocked him down. And then dusted off, reached down, picked him up. They shook hands, they talked it out, and then they went back to work and just kept working.
God.
And it was over in like 2 minutes. And I was just like,
Amazing.
That is so Amish.
it was just like, what the fuck did I just see? And like, nobody's gonna fucking believe me. Like, what? Like,
no.
there's no way. I mean, they didn't have a fucking video.
No.
Yeah.
No, see, the thing is, those kids aren't allowed to fight, but as soon as their parents aren't looking,
Yeah.
they'll beat the shit out of you for making fun of them. They will. I've been beat
Did you
up.
get beat up by an
Yeah,
Amish kid?
I was jumped by 6 Amish kids.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like they circled me with their buggies, and one of them was doing a wheelie. No.
There was a wheelie in the buggy.
And then a tumbleweed went by.
Yeah. And they're like, "We're gonna churn your butter."
Oh.
And then he had to
Amazing.
walk 6 miles to school.
Uphill both ways.
Uphill
That's
both ways
nice.
in the snow.
To get my GED.
Back in that day, we just called it GED. And we were
Jed was in our class. You graduate from school?
Yes.
Okay, so you.
What a question.
That's cool. I was just wondering, like, where did you get all your smartness from?
Probably my mother. No, I graduated from Dewey, Oklahoma. Like, I don't know.
Dewey,
Yeah.
Oklahoma. How many kids were in your graduating class?
73.
Ooh, small.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've talked about it before. I had the weirdest fucked up. Like, I don't know if anybody could top my 4 years in college, in high school, like what the events that happened in Dewey, Oklahoma. We had my senior year. I'll just do the smallest because it's the smallest event. First day of senior year, we had 2 freshmen get into a fight and one stabbed the other with a pencil through the cheek. We had a Spanish teacher burn down his own Mexican restaurant to allegedly try to get the insurance money.
Did it work?
No, he fled
Oh.
back to El Salvador. We had a band instructor fondle a student in the instrument closet, and then they found out that he didn't do a background check and he had done the same thing in Oklahoma City before he got hired. And the piece de resistance. Oh no, I got one more after this. We had a basketball coach who was convicted and went to 2 years in prison for making a student do oral sodomy on him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then my
That
principal.
means tonguing the
Yeah.
asshole?
Yeah, this was back in like 2004-ish, before like, we had dial-up internet, so like we had a whole generation that were like, what does oral sodomy mean? And we are like having to look this up.
Committing to the bit.
Yeah, we had to like fucking like pull the old encyclopedias down, and fucking figure out what sodomy was, and it's like, see, oral, you go through the whole thing. But yeah, we found out what that was. But yeah, he went to prison for it. And then also my
It's very
principal,
specific.
yeah, oral sodomy, and you can look it up. I'll leave the name, Coach. Yeah.
What?
We even had the players and the PTA and stuff like that protesting outside the school, like, bring back our coach. Like, they didn't care what he did.
They
just
liked it.
Yeah, because he was a really good coach for basketball.
Oh, I was going to say they liked the oral sodomy.
Peter.
What? I'm sorry, that's bad.
What?
The other
read
story.
it.
The other story is my principal. One night we had a former student like get drunk, and he thought he was locked out of his house, but he was one street over. He was at the principal's house, and he thought he was locked out, so he decided to climb through the window. And he climbed through the window in his whitey tighties, and the principal shot him with a shotgun and killed him. Like, all this happened in my 4-year span of high school.
Do we?
Yeah, Dewey.
I'd say, don't we?
We even have my high school
I don't
U.S.
know why
history
I said that.
teacher who is actually famous from BuzzFeed because he went on a racist tirade about, like, Kamala Harris and, like, Hillary Clinton, and, like, it got to BuzzFeed levels of, like, this guy's teaching fucking history in Dewey. Like, this is fucked up. Like, it's full on BuzzFeed, like, headlines.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, this was my school.
So you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dewey!
Wow.
Yeah.
We are sponsored in part by the Dewey Tourism Bureau. Please visit Dewey, and you'll learn, yes, we do.
Just not consensually.
Dewey and Howe Associates.
I actually, so, like,
Litigation.
I lived in Copan, which is even
Copan?
Copan is north of Dewey. It's on the Kansas border. It's a small little town, It's like just has like a Dollar General and a gas station, like one of those small towns where only Dollar General finds them. You know what I mean? Like that's even part of my bits. I'm like, how'd the town get Wi-Fi? Dollar General found a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like everywhere there's a small town, there's either a Dollar General or a Sonic or both.
Yeah,
and that's what starts off a town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a Dollar General and a Sonic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah.
What does it take to start a town?
Sonic.
A Sonic.
And a Dollar General.
Yeah.
With just a Sonic and a Dollar General, you too can start your own town. We started this town with just a Sonic, a Dollar General, and a Dream.
A dream.
A dream. And well, I mean, Oklahoma's with dream catchers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started with that, but now it's blossomed into what we call Dewey.
So much more.
The worst part about that, after all, like the sexual assault stuff, was
There's worse?
well, it's just like maybe I should show you the mascot for Dewey because
Oh no, what is?
it doesn't put it in a good light. And I'm shocked they haven't changed it yet. They're the Dewey Bulldoggers, so they like to tackle people down and hold them down and
Ew.
that. So
what's the wrestling team like?
they don't have one.
God.
It's literally just basketball, football. There's nothing.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
Softball.
the wrestling team is the basketball team.
Yeah.
Is the football team.
And the band apparently.
The band, the
Yeah.
principal.
Yeah.
He's on the wrestling team.
Yeah. Dewey, you should change your mascot after all those allegations. They don't really want to talk about it, but yeah.
Yeah, that seems bad.
I would say the red's appropriate for the state, though.
Yeah.
What happened to Huey and Louie? I
They drown in the gold coins.
You know how bad it would hurt to dive headfirst into a pool of gold coins?
I know.
It would shatter your spine.
But, something about duck physiology makes it work.
You just glide right in.
Just glide
Not
right
even
in.
any splash.
Yeah, it's kind of like how the water just reflects right off
Yeah.
the, same thing with gold coins. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think they cracked it on Mythbusters. I don't know. Scrooge McDuck.
Is that what you would do if you didn't do this? Would you be on Mythbusters?
I mean, I bust a lot of things. I just hinted at it. See? Before we even talked on camera, Peter was like, hey, I don't want to hear any fat jokes or anything. I just hint at it. And Lacey's like,
I thought you meant like nuts.
Yeah.
available on Grindr. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Happy Pride Month,
Happy Pride
everybody.
Month.
Happy Pride Month. I love it.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I haven't seen this many action figures in one place since I went to that nudist colony in Sand Springs.
There's a nudist colony in Sand Springs.
Where is it?
Is there?
I think there is.
Nice.
There
I
is.
think it's right beside the. Weren't you telling me about it?
I don't know.
I don't know about a nudist colony.
It's the same place as there's the.
Okay, you get the whisper. Let's just not say it on our podcast.
No, lean in. I'll say it to the mic.
Absolutely not.
If you need to say it, it's like under. And we're back.
No, I don't know about any nudist.
I don't know anything either. We're chatting with Peter Bedgood and Lacey Rains. We did not chat without anything whispering about a nudist colony or anything. Yeah.
If I gave away the address, I would be banned from going there.
Oh.
It's called like Whispering Pines or something like that. No?
No.
It's something.
If you want to, you can say it, and I even have like she can't hear it, but I can do. Did you hear that?
It was a dude.
So I can go, you son of a. It bleeps out. I also have.
Hello, motherfucker.
She can't hear
I
it at
can't
all.
hear
That's
it.
what makes it funny. The best one is.
I'm about to go down to Taco Bell and give me a Baja Blast.
It was.
Is that-
It's Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Cartoon.
I can't wait till they bring that back. I love that show.
It's a good show.
I actually identify with Bobby a lot. Like, did you ever see the episode where like he was on the academic team?
Yeah.
That was me growing up.
Oh.
So like I was a smart kid in like GT and all that stuff growing up and stuff. And then like in high school they didn't want to put me in it because my grades weren't the greatest. But then like academic team, they needed somebody that knew pop culture. And I was sitting in and they were like, "What is the name of the Japanese mafia?" And I was like, "Yakuza." And they're like, "How the fuck do you know that?" And I was like, "Grand Theft Auto 3." Like I just knew it. Like, and so I got on the team and like they didn't know nobody had read Harry Potter because like their moms wouldn't allow them.
Oh.
So I read the first 4 books in like a week, and then I only knew all the Harry Potter questions for the team, and then I knew all those questions because that's what was in the question books.
Amazing.
So like, yeah, I was the pop culture guy.
Hell yeah.
So that's a lot more. And that and growing up fat is where my humor comes from.
Yeah.
It's just like my outward shield, just like thinking of the jokes first. Like even the first season here, I had a segment called the preheat, and I'm still like I put it on the back burner, so to speak. Now I would bleep that out.
Wrong.
But no, it was an idea of like, I know putting myself out there on the internet, I'm going to get people in the comments like trolls and shit like that.
Yeah.
So my thought with the preheat is I want to get to the jokes before they happen. So I will read their horrible, whatever trollish comments they want, but they have to send them to my email and include a picture of themselves so that live on air when I read them, I can retort.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I want fan mail with their fucking trollish comments with a photo, and then I will fucking roast them live on the air on the next episode.
Amazing.
So I'm waiting for this to get a little bit more viewership to where I can get the fan mail going before I get that supported.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to do because that just kind of came from my own humor of like, growing up, I thought of all the fat jokes first
Yeah.
before somebody could do it and nobody could make fun of me. And it was just my,
Yeah.
my shield.
Nicolas Cage said the same thing after he got like horrifically memed.
Oh, really?
And it like really ruined like his professional career for a while. And in an interview one day he said, I'm now of the mindset if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
And he started like getting in on the jokes.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't really understand like the internet culture.
That's where the Ralphie thing came from.
Yeah.
So my real name is
Hello, motherfucker.
Nice.
growing up, I looked like the kid from A Christmas Story, Ralphie. So much so that my nickname was Ralphie growing up. I never even saw the movie till I was like 15. But like everybody, I had blonde hair and his part, and I had glasses, and I just looked like Ralphie. I had the blue eyes and stuff too. And I hated that name growing up. I hated the nickname, and people always called me it. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna shoot your eye out" and stuff like that. Growing up, and then about high school, I just embraced it, and I just go by Ralphie.
Yeah.
So there's like half of my friends that know me as Jared, half of them know me as Ralphie, and then even my first Twitter handle was Jared or Ralphie. Like I had at least 2 like names. And so when I started trying to do like comedy and doing this, like I go full bore. I go like big vision. I go full like, trying to figure this stuff out. Like eventually I want to get like on a show or something like that, get like, representative stuff. I want to realize my name. And I was like, what am my name going to be? Well, I wanted to cut off my last name because I also have a little bit of a speech impediment. I don't know if you've noticed before, but like I'm self-conscious about it a little bit. I have a fat tongue or lazy tongue, and I stutter over the name.
Oh no.
A lot. So for professional and personal reasons too, it keeps my kids safe and stuff like that. I don't use my last name. And then I didn't want to go by Ralphie in comedy because there's already Ralphie May, and I'm that guy, and I don't want to ever be like associated like, hey, I'm trying to get off Ralphie May. I'm another fat guy named Ralphie.
Yeah.
So then I also didn't want to go by Jared Allen because that's a famous football player, and also it's already taken on SAG and stuff. So I was like, well, Jared Ralphie Allen is a nice mixture of my names, and it's not taken anywhere. So that just became my professional name.
Amazing.
So yeah, that's just kind of how everything happened.
Nice.
I'm very high. This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by someone like Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet. Man, I really wish I had a new wallet, Stefano. Mine's falling apart over here. It's like held together by dreams and duct tape. And it's pretty empty as it is. Man, if I had a company like Ridge sponsoring this show, guys, you wouldn't have to hear these horrible, horrible fake ads. So if you want to make that happen, reach out to your favorite company like Ridge and tell them to sponsor the show, Unloading Meat. Anyway, back to the show.
I was just thinking, it's Jar.
Yeah.
Your real name is Jar.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking Jared Ralphie is a good name too.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out something that wasn't taken that was like.
Do you have 3 names?
Yeah.
What is it?
Jared Ralphie Allen.
Jared Ralphie Allen. Ralphie. It also kind of sounds like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ralphie Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Raphael? Stoners that watch this thing are just gonna be wondering how many of the action figures they can name.
Yeah,
I see that one. Yeah.
they're just off camera enough to not get
Oh, that
licensing
little
issues.
scooter is cute. What is that from?
Oh, that's Squirrel Girl.
Cute. What is
Oh,
Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel Girl. I'll show you. She fell down a little bit.
Look at that.
She is amazing. She's one of my favorite characters.
Oh, cute, cute, cute.
Everything is gonna topple down. Domino effect.
Check out her with her little squirrels.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
Where's she from?
She's Marvel. She's one of the few characters that's actually beat Thanos.
She's got.
She has the power to talk to squirrels, and she has that hyperactive tail, and she's very acrobatic and stuff. And yeah, she has her squirrel scooter with her little baby squirrels, and all of her squirrels have different names and personalities, and like are like her family.
Why is this not represented in the movies?
They are working. They haven't put her out yet. Yeah, she doesn't stick very well. It's all right.
I dropped all the
literally
squirrels.
you can just throw it over here. It's no big deal. All this stuff
like
falls down
this.
recently. Yeah, and then I have like a Deadpool one. I have Deadpool with dog pull and squirrel pull down over here on a scooter.
Wait, did you say dog pool?
Yeah.
What's dog pool?
So he rides Deadpool on his scooter, and there's squirrel pull and dog pull.
Oh, stop it.
Isn't that awesome?
She's gonna scream until she dies.
I will scream until I die.
Show it on camera, like
So,
yeah, yeah,
look how nice that looks.
It looks beautiful.
yeah. They don't. Anyway,
Cute.
yeah. I love my figures and stuff like that. That's why like some people are like, oh, get statues. I don't know. I like kind of like posing them a certain way and stuff. And like my whole inspiration was like those old school Marvel posters you get at Walmart
Yeah.
that just had the whole universe and everybody staying in for like a yearbook photo.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to do that and just have it all over the walls.
It's beautiful.
Eventually I'm gonna get like fishing line and I'm gonna have like the flying people like flying around,
Oh, nice.
Hell
hanging
yeah.
down.
I've got some flying dolls in my bedroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of work. You know, what's his name? The sweet titties guy.
Sweet titties. Yes.
Adam Smith. Yeah, Adam Smith.
Sweet titties.
Titties.
I had him here, and like,
You had sweet titties here?
yeah, I had sweet titties here.
Yeah, he signed the poster.
Yeah, and I had a hidden thing for him. So that Star-Lord helmet up there, I was trying to figure out a way to mount it. I was like, how the fuck am I going to mount that? Because it's hollow. There's no way to fucking like set it on a helmet stand because it's see-through. So my dad had an old Trump mask for Halloween. And so that's a Trump mask hidden in there for Star-Lord's hair.
Oh,
And so I busted it out as a secret prop for Adam because he's all very conservative comedian. So I was like, hey, I brought your friend here. And he had it on the couch and he ended up making out with him on the couch. And I got photos of him making out with Trump. And I'm like, this is kind of oddly creepy.
Yeah.
We should be getting this on OnlyFans somehow. Like,
yeah.
people would pay for this kind of
Yeah.
content. Yeah, I don't know.
Make it all trippy.
Yeah.
I've been searching for a politically thrilling porno for as long as I can remember. So,
I mean,
Politically
hasn't
thrilling
Trump fucked the
porn.
nation enough?
yeah, okay. Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got these new AK-69s. No one needs to fuck that many people at one time.
I like the AK-77 more. You get 8 more.
Yeah. Did you hear that the former sexual position known as 69 is now going to be known as 96 because of the price of eating out has gone up?
Fucking inflation.
I just want to be part of your therapy, man. How did you lose that weight?
Not a lot of things changed. I mean, I got on an antidepressant, got on an anxiety pill. That helped a lot. And
Sometimes
then,
those put weight on.
yeah, I gave up soda.
That'll do it.
I gave up. Now I drink 0 sugar monsters every once in a while,
Yeah.
like just for energy. I have never taken off. I've never drank coffee. I can't drink it. I just don't
I
like
love
the taste.
coffee.
Me too.
I just can't drink the
But
taste.
soda will fuck you up.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
And I just gave that up. And then honestly, it was just kind of better choices. Like it's 3 a.m. I don't need to order Taco Bell DoorDash.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't need a quick trip and go get 2 donuts. You know what I mean? I can just go to bed.
Wow.
And just making better choices like that. And like my biggest thing that's been a problem lately is, I don't have a full-time job right now. What I do is I DoorDash for a living. So I live here. I go to open mics 3 to 4 times a week if I can.
Yeah.
Going to Tulsa, that trip. I'm very grateful for everybody that comes here and takes this trip here. There was a time when people canceled on me as soon as they found us in Bartlesville. They're like, I'm not taking that trip. So for a
Who
while,
would do that? What kind of What kind of person would say, I'm not going to drive that far out to do a podcast?
I trust you guys. I'll bleep it.
Has always been a big old jerk face.
The day of, even though I sent him stuff in advance through Stefano and me, even through Messenger, the day of, he looked at it an hour before and goes, "Oh, I'm not driving to Bartlesville. Sorry, I can't do that." And I was like, "Oh, cool." That was season 1.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
And I had another one. So what I did for the first season, when I was always saying it's a Tulsa podcast, I was kind of like shy about it.
Yeah.
No ego, but once Josh Wolf was on that fucking couch and I got to produce an episode of his podcast for him, and like he gave me props on my stuff, he gave me props on the set. I got to work with him and his son for 2 hours, sit on the couch and just chat with him about comedy, what got his son into it, and like that whole session was so eye-opening and just like life-changing for me.
Good.
That if they were coming out of their way to come here without an ego, I'm like, I do this 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
If you want to be on the podcast, they can come up here once and kind of see an idea of what I do for my show.
It's
like,
worth it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I put in effort, but I never brag about it. If you want to be on the show, show some effort. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm kind of at now. It's like...
Well, I was just joking because on the way up here, I told Lacey if I'd known it was this far, I probably wouldn't have come.
But you know what I mean? Like, I don't have an ego about it, but I know what I have.
Yeah.
This is great.
No,
This
it's
is-
really cool.
This is I had no idea. I had no idea I was coming to an oasis out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's really cool. Sorry I bailed on you on the
No.
first season on accident. My bad.
You had stuff going on, and I'm not going to get into everything, but like, real life gets in the way sometimes, and like, I'm more... How do I say this? I'm very accepting with that stuff. I'm more okay with that than somebody just saying, "Hey, I'm not coming out to Bartlesville."
Yeah.
That's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
The day of.
Yeah.
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 Well, I think that if people saw what
some of it fell down. But yeah.
if people saw what the set looked like, I think they would make the trip because it looks like a little TV studio.
That's kind of the design.
I mean, that's what it is.
The lighting. I'm gonna have that.
It's
going.
fantastic here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really cool.
People at home watching this, if you get the opportunity to be on this show, take it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My name is Peter Bedgood, and I endorse this message.
Thank you very much, Peter Bedgood.
There is a method to your madness.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So like everything has a little hidden theme to it, and it allows my creativity to go through. And
I bet when you dream, it's like, and then I'll do this, and I'm going to take that down.
it's hard for my brain to shut down.
Yeah.
My anxiety goes out of control. Like,
Do you sleep well?
No, not really at all. Weed helps.
Yeah.
I take melatonin, that'll knock me out.
All right. Because otherwise, you'd just be thinking all night.
Yeah. It goes nonstop. I used to call it like my devil's advocate, where I'm always like doing the chess moves in my head of like, if I say this, they're gonna say this, and that's my anxiety going out of control. During COVID, it got so bad. I used to be really into karaoke. Me and my second wife that's how we met. We did karaoke on her birthday, and like we love karaoke. I love to sing. I have a very naturally like high pitched voice. Like I sing like Frankie Valli. I sing like a lot of high pitched songs like Deborah by Beck. The Darkness. I love singing that kind of stuff.
Is that your jam? If you were doing karaoke, would you do Deborah by Beck?
Yeah, probably if I had a couple of drinks. Yeah.
Cool.
Met you. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah.
That's great, man.
But no, I just have fun with that kind of stuff. But like during COVID, we couldn't do karaoke, and the last time we tried to sign up, I had a panic attack. It's just signing up because crowds do it for me. I have panic attacks now. I'm fucking claustrophobic as a motherfucker. So like even going down in the cellar, I can only do it in small dosage.
Oh wow!
If you notice me in the cellar, I'll sign up and then I'll do my set or something. I'll go up there and I'll mostly hang out upstairs because like if it gets really crowded or something like that, I'll fucking possibly have a panic attack.
Yeah.
I had a panic attack on stage there once.
Oh no.
Yeah, had a panic attack there, and then I had a panic attack at Hunt Club like 2 or 3 weeks ago. The night that Zach was going to do like the random draw out of his fanny pack, like the music played and it was Beetlejuice, and Trash had put that up as a song, and so he thought he was going up, and he was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Oh man, thank God it's Trash, not me," because like he's scrambling, I'm trying to help him with his camera, and then he goes, "Jared Ralphie Allen." I was like, "Oh." And just panic attack started building.
No.
And just fucking hit me.
Yeah.
And I did like 3 minutes. And I asked Zach, I was like, "Hey, how long's my time?" And he wasn't even paying attention. He was smoking. I was like, "Okay, bye, guys." And then I sat down and it just hit. And I was like, I gotta get out of here, and went in my car and full blown just panic attack hit me.
Yeah.
Like
that's
it just
rough.
happens. All I can do is like recognize it's about to happen and just kind of manage it.
Yeah.
I applaud you for facing it and going out and living your life despite.
Yeah, I mean it's not like one thing that honestly like clicked with my head when I got divorced the second time was like, there was a while where I just like this house looked like shit. I didn't, pick up the trash. I didn't do dishes and stuff like that. And then it kind of dawned on me like nobody else is going to do it.
Wow.
Like it's just me. Like, and that's kind of how I deal with my struggles too. Like nobody's going to give a shit if you have an anxiety attack. Nobody's going to give a shit if you want to, oh, you're the comic that can't be on stage. That's what you're going to be known as. And that's not going to be good for your career. I don't want any special treatment. You know what I mean? I want to do it on my own kind of shit.
Well, you definitely come off as being like that.
We can refill.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how you see yourself, but I gotta tell you, from this side of the couch, from this side of the desk, you look like a fucking doer.
Thanks, man.
That's why you're from Dewey. I just realized that.
That was fucking good.
That's how they do it in Dewey. A bunch of doers. No, but all kidding aside. All kidding aside.
It clicked one day where it's just like, nobody else is going to do it for me. Nobody else is going to, care. Like, I don't need fucking sympathy. Like, I'm just going to manage my things. And it's like sometimes where I go there and I'm like, okay, I can feel a building. I'm going to do my set. And then I'm like, hey, guys, I'm going to get out. Because crowd's here or something like that. I can just feel it. And I'm like, it's time for me to bow out. I don't do good with crowds. I don't do good with that kind of shit sometimes. And, there's good days and bad days. I go by the philosophy of I have to put myself out there. I have to go out there and say, hey, I'm Jared Ralphie Allen, nice to meet you, even though that scares the shit out of me. I'm very, standoffish sometimes unless I get to know you. That's also why I love talking to you guys here, because I feel like I can get to know you here.
Yeah.
And once this happens, I'm really more open to talking to you guys and being more open.
Yeah.
Because this is more of a, controlled environment, but I could feel like I can get to know somebody better an hour here than 5 minutes at a bar with loud music and everybody going around.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, I don't know. Like I said, there's more trust here built too.
Yeah.
And that was what I was getting at. And since I did that episode and it kind of went out, there's been a lot of people of like word of mouth, like knowing who I am or knowing the Unloading Meat name kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I've had some people like just wanting to be on because of that, and then not really being, I don't know, genuine kind of thing. I'm already starting to experience that a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's been weird already.
Are you getting used?
There's some people, yeah.
Yeah.
There's people that only started talking to me about this stuff as soon as like certain people or that stuff have happened. You know what I mean? Kind of things.
Yeah.
But I mean, it happens. It's
gonna
all
keep
entertainment.
happening,
It's going to
too.
keep happening
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
If you keep going up, it's gonna keep happening.
I don't have any ego. Like I said, I try not to have an ego about any of this shit. It's more just a thing of like, I go by individual relationships. I go by how you guys treat me. And I want to sort of quote unquote fuck with the people that are good to me, are putting in the work, so to speak. I've had people tell me, oh, you should have so-and-so on the podcast because they've been in the scene for 5 years. Or so-and-so don't have this person because they've only been doing like 1 or 2 shows. And I don't like that philosophy at all. I go by effort. I go by people putting in the work. And also if you're fucking genuinely funny, or I think I have a good conversation.
Yeah.
That's why I also like this too. Like when you guys were like, can we do this? I was like, fuck yeah. Let's just make it work and have fun. Like
we really loved the idea of being here together.
I just wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to be a fun, like, there's no idea what we're going to talk about. There's no, like, set thing. I want to promote whatever you guys want to promote, what you guys want to talk about. Just have a fun conversation.
Yeah.
Especially with marijuana involved when we're really fucking high.
Yeah.
I know people are going to be watching this in a month.
Yeah.
There's people that are watching right now. If you're watching this at home and you have a time machine, come back to
Right now today.
yeah, and go tonight. I believe the show starts at
8 p.m.
Yeah.
8 p.m.
I think I have a time machine sound effect. Let me see.
That looks like it sounds great.
You want it? You gotta hear that.
And time machine.
Oh.
Name that tune. Name that tune.
That's good.
She was like, yeah.
That's the Grapefruit
Those
video.
are really good headphones.
Do you know the Grapefruit video?
I do not.
The Grapefruit.
Oh, no.
The Grapefruit video. Do you know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
A large African American lady. Yes. Peter, do you know the Grapefruit video?
No.
Oh, this is
Okay.
going to be so good.
Should we show it?
Yeah.
Okay. You won't be able to hear it though without the headphones. Okay.
That's okay. I don't need to hear that again ever.
This lady instructs women or anybody how to give the best blowjobs to their man, and the secret is to blindfold them and cut a grapefruit in half on each side, and you put that on their dick, and you use that as you give them head, and you don't tell them that, and she even like instructs you on how to like get it in the microwave for like 30 seconds so it's a little bit warm, and then like halfway through you pull them blindfold off. Oh, Sting doesn't improve.
Sorry, I hit him.
Yeah, find Jesus, Sting. So like halfway through, her trick is like take the blindfold off and just keep going. But like this lady's way of giving head, this is how she gives head. That's just her by herself going. That's her on a dildo.
That wasn't Tasmanian Devil?
No.
I thought that was Tasmanian Devil from the cartoons, from Bugs Bunny.
I'm really scared.
I'm not so scared as I am titillated, but I'm
Ew,
a little.
Don't use the word titillated.
It's is that like moist? It's like not. Moist titillation is
Stop
a terrible.
it. Disgusting, Peter.
Normally, you only get 2 seconds.
Can you hear it, Peter?
Yes,
I want to share
unfortunately.
this with you because I believe every man should get grapefruited. When you grapefruit your man, it's going to feel as if you are giving him head and fucking him at the same time. No better feeling would he ever get than being grapefruited. So what you need to
Grapefruited.
do is you need to, of course, have a grapefruit. You want to make sure you get the ruby red. It's sweeter and it's easier.
Okay.
If you
So
are
fucked.
allergic to grapefruit or can't use a grapefruit for your medication, you can always use a large navel orange. Now,
For those
what
that
you
don't
wanna
have the
do is
hearing,
make
she's
sure
just
you
instructing that if you're allergic to grapefruit, you can use the large navel
all you have to
orange.
do is put it in warm
She's
That's
very
inclusive.
she's very hypogenetic, yeah.
microwave it,
That's good.
Not boil it. Then once it gets to that temperature, all you need to do is roll it.
So roll it to get it
The
extra
reason why you
juicy.
want to roll it is because
For our
you wanna
audience.
juice it up a little bit.
You can follow her at
Juice it up.
angelseroticsolutions.com.
What you're going to do is you're going to find the navel.
Wow, this
Two
is
navels
so
to the grapefruit.
generous of her.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you're going to place it on the plate. And the navel
It's
on
so
the
fucked up.
outside.
This is
Um,
what Republicans think
And you
sex
actually
ed
want to
is.
cut one side of that navel
No, this is what they
off.
think fucking
Now,
CRT
all
is.
you have to do is not-
It's like instructional
I'm
how-tos.
going to tell you that a little bit later. It's a trick. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take it to the other side and do the same thing.
So it's very instructional.
So you should have a grapefruit. That
Peter's
has
like,
two
"We're
sides
doing
and
this
it's just
tonight."
like this. Now what you're going to do is you're
I'm
going to put a
trying
hole
to
in the middle of the
listen.
grapefruit, approximately the size of your
You
man.
need a
Can we
notepad?
stop by
Not make it too
Reese's?
big, do not make it Then what you want to do is you're going to take the knife midway down.
Okay, so
and make sure it goes all the way through.
I want to get it.
Okay. 'cause you
Wait,
can
why
always
am
squeeze your
I the
hands.
weirdo and
Why
I'm the
you
one
use
who
it to
hasn't
push the-
seen
Now,
this?
when you fold it, why? You're gonna do
Because
with
you
that.
didn't go to
And then
high
you-
school
what
in
you're gonna do with that is
2014.
You're
No, I
gonna
did
burn
not.
and all that other thing. So you don't want any of that.
I
so
did.
this is what you do.
So this is where she's telling you like why you need a blindfold. And so he's gonna be like, "Oh, it's gonna burn. It's gonna do this," and she's like, "No, you just need a blindfold." So he's not gonna know.
Like horse, like
I
putting
do have some
blinders on.
concerns
He's
here.
in the bed.
I'll be
You have
honest.
the grapefruit already prepared under the bed. He smelled the citrus in the air.
You should tell
He
your
thinks you have
partner
on
if you're
some
going to use
Victoria's
fruit.
Secrets or something. He has no idea. And what you're
Like
gonna
he'll
do
smell the
is you're
citrus
gonna
in the
put
air.
your- now,
It's like
you have to
Victoria's
do
Secrets or
this correct.
something.
So what you're gonna do is just suck his
'Kay,
dick,
ready?
like you said you were gonna
Listen.
do. Once he's nice and erect, what you're gonna do is replace the grapefruit. You're gonna twist up and down on his shaft and suck the head at the same time.
I can't do that. Just so you know.
Grapefruit is also a fat burner, so you're actually losing weight while you're sucking his dick. Now, once you're doing
Wow,
that,
this is the best video I've ever
She
seen.
said it's
ever.
actually a fat burner. You're losing weight while you're sucking dick.
That's what she just said. This is the most instructional.
I fucking
thing.
salute you, man.
A hero. Ah,
You might want to hear.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
so
Well,
what you wanna do, man, he'll never think.
Can you start it again? No, I'm kidding. No, please don't.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by your favorite VPN providers such as Express or Nord or any other VPN product that is constantly bombarding you with ads on every podcast YouTube clip, everything that you ever watch. Hell, I'm honestly, VPNs, you guys should just be advertising on every Pornhub site and any kind of adult site. Because, guys, if you're ever trying to, wank one off real quick and you need to be sure that your favorite cable provider is not browsing on it, hop on a VPN. And, guys, if you're tired of these fake weird ads, reach out to those VPNs and tell them to sponsor Unloading Meat. Now, back to the show.
But thank you.
Where are we at?
This is how out of it I am. I thought this was Insane Clown Posse when we first got here. I thought that's what.
No, that's Sting.
From the Police?
No, he's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, Sting. That is
Sorry.
all I have.
Sorry.
See, isn't it oddly sexual?
Yeah, it is.
When you know his backstory, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's a little, but yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like when I don't go to Subway for a name like Jared. Like I just.
The thing that bothers me most about Sting is that his makeup only goes to the edge of his face.
You
Yeah.
should really commit fully.
Like, make your body
Yeah.
white.
One of my favorites. It's around the corner. I'm a big guy, and I love pro wrestling, and I honestly I model a lot of how I present myself and how I'm kind of running my business stuff with stand up comedy. How indie wrestlers work. I admire them because a lot of times they're going show to show just for a hot dog and a handshake kind of thing, kind of like how we are, and they're just trying to get their time on stage, trying to get their stuff in. Hey,
Who the fuck's
have you
handing out hot dogs?
have you seen this? I always get a damn hot dog. It's in my
Next
rider.
time you're at a club and they're handing out hot dogs, tell a guy.
Okay,
I've never seen this.
Tell a
hot
guy.
dog.
at least a Quick Trip corn dog. Okay,
Yeah.
or egg roll. Actually, the Quick Trip egg rolls are kind of bomb. They're fucking good.
We've been out on the road doing shows for handshakes and hot dogs.
Really?
In St. Louis and Memphis.
Yeah.
We did 7 shows in 6 nights in St. Louis and ended up leaving there with connections out the wazoo.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. And
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
a lot of wrestlers get signed to there's another company called AEW now. It's separate from WWE. It's a separate company, and that's what I watch. It's the whole display back there is AEW
Oh,
wrestlers.
I was wondering what you were looking
Yeah, it's all of that promotion. I love them because they were indie promotion, and there's a guy named Cody Rhodes. I don't know if you've ever heard that name. I'm very inspired by that man because he left WWE. He's the son of Dusty Rhodes. I don't know if you know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Dusty Rhodes.
The wrestler.
Yeah. His son basically was not getting anywhere in the company, and they had him as Stardust, a guy that was in the gold face paint and just he was just this weird character, and they weren't going to let him do anything. And so he asked for out of his contract because he thought he could do more. So he got released from WWE. He had a sweet deal. He was set for life, just being the wrestler there every week. And he went out on his own and became an independent wrestler. And there's a wrestling promoter or a wrestling writer named Dave Meltzer. And he got a tweet from a fan that was like, hey, do you think anybody from outside of WWE will ever sell out a 10,000-seat arena in the U.S.? And Dave Meltzer was like, not in this lifetime. And Cody Rhodes goes, I'll take that bet. And him and a couple guys named the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, a whole bunch of independent wrestlers, put on their own wrestling show called All In. They put it on themselves, and they sold out a 10,000-seat arena in Chicago in less than 4 minutes.
Crazy.
And put on the first 10,000-seat wrestling event outside of WWE in 20 years.
Wow.
Sold it out, and then that created All Elite Wrestling, AEW, the company. And in August, in less than 4 years, they're getting ready to sell out Wembley Stadium. 80,000 tickets in 4 years.
Wow.
And this is all made from wrestlers that WWE didn't want, thought they were too small. These were people that were not fucking homegrown. These are all homegrown talent and older wrestlers. They've made their own company, and then very inspiring.
That's really cool.
So I can see that with
It's like DIY wrestling.
yeah, and even the storylines and stuff like that. It makes sense. They have storylines that are Game of Thrones that go on for 2 years. They're just spanning storylines because they always said wrestling is like a soap opera for men, quote unquote. They really take that. The action's really good, but the storylines make sense. They're really it's a well done product. And that inspired me to kind of even do this. Is how much people even wrestlers have vlogs when they're traveling and stuff. I'm when I start going to shows and stuff like that, I want to do recording vlogs.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I have my gimbal cam. I don't know if you see my gimbal cam.
Gimbal. I like the word gimbal a lot.
I love this thing. This thing is fucking cool.
Gimbals was a famous shopping place.
That thing.
Yeah, they look like
What?
vibrators.
That thing is fucking amazing.
Oh, wow.
This was $300 at Best Buy,
Oh my
and
god.
it's a 4K gimbal cam. and it'll face track and everything like that. And so when I want to do commercials and stuff like that, if I want to do steady cams, like I can just put this on a chair and push the chair and it'll be a steady cam. Like, just ways of inventively using it.
That's really cool.
And like I'm wanting to shoot commercials, like I'm trying to make a full production studio.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, just having fun.
Okay.
Very
All
cool.
right. Well.
How do you feel about producing comedic porn?
I'd do it.
Amazing.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I would produce anything. I mean, comedic form, like I already. So who would be the actors in comedic porn?
So very
here's
funny.
the thing.
Because I'm already thinking parody of Patch Adams right there for
I
you, buddy.
would like to do Nicolas Cage's.
Did you get the? Patch Adams started with Robin Williams. I was like, there's a Patch Adams parody right there, like the parody porn if you wanted to star in it.
Wait, who's Patch Adams?
Patch Adams is Robin Williams. I already made a Robin Williams joke one time.
Williams is dead.
Yeah.
That's-
I made
I look like Robin Williams.
yeah.
You don't look like Robin Williams.
A young Robin, like Mork and Mindy Robin.
Yeah.
I could see a little
I
bit.
got it all the time when I was a kid.
Really?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's what that was my original little roast joke for you at the time at the open
Oh
container.
yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I said you look like Robin Williams now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, were you on the roast battle with like Preston and Alex and?
Yes. So I've been to 2 roast battles. I think you were the judge once.
Yeah, with me and it was like me and Adam Bush and Hugo. I think.
Yeah, that was the first one.
What?
I think
No, it was Jared Bush or Jared.
it was Adam Bush and
Jared Hazen.
Jared Hazen.
Where was this?
The insult attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
at
when
Brian
I met
Bizjack?
Adam.
Yeah, Brian Bizjack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like
That's a good room.
Good room.
I did that one March or April. It was whenever you did it, February or March. March.
Yeah.
It was March when you were the judge.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of March.
Yeah, and then I went back in April and I won it. Like, and it was me and Zach even in the final. And I beat Zach,
Oh, amazing.
and I was like, that was like,
Wow.
I was pretty proud of that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very like, I have my medal over here on the set too. Like, just like again, like I don't have ego about it. Like, I don't like talk about that stuff. It's just more like I'm proud of what I'm trying to achieve. You know what I mean? Like,
There's nothing wrong with a healthy ego.
Yeah,
the problem is when the ego is out of balance.
that's true. My biggest thing though is I always like in this part of trying to get people booked here and also trying to get myself booked and stuff like that. I know what I have here. I have no ego about what I've built here, but I also don't want to ever come off like I have an ego of like I'm better than anybody else or anything like that. And I know with people, jealousy is going to happen sometimes with stuff like that. And I know it's going to come out in some places. I don't ever want to like go down to that. I just trying to like just go rise above it, kind of speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
don't
don't think
know.
you're going to have that problem. I think people are just going to look at your work and it's going to speak for itself.
I'm trying to make that work. Yeah.
Well, you're doing it. As long as you keep making decisions like that, your business will, 'cause
Yeah.
You don't want to burn any bridges, but you
Yeah.
also don't need to be doing business with people that you don't get along with.
That's exactly how I
Yeah.
am. Like I
And
am.
when you do the right thing happens back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
you
like.
know, like it's
I don't want to ever burn a bridge with anybody until they make me. You know what I mean? And so
No,
like when
yeah.
somebody goes out of their way to do something like that, I'm like, okay, well then I'll just go the other way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just rise above it and move on.
Good for you.
It is. Like I said, I fuck with people that like this that want to put in the effort and are nice to me.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do, and I want to build a better culture.
Yeah, me too. I think that's something that has to happen in Tulsa comedy.
Yeah.
The culture is abysmal.
Yeah, like I want to like when I do my live show, I want to set like a set pay that make sure everybody gets paid. Like I did, and we had a pretty fucking good crowd, and I got paid $10. Like that sucked.
Yeah.
You made more than I did, and I headlined.
Really?
Yeah, I did 35 minutes. No, I didn't do it. I did 20. I did 20-some minutes.
And again, this will all be cut. This is safe. Like I hope you guys.
I don't
you know.
give a shit if this went out.
Good.
It's a good room.
I did. Yeah,
I
it's a
just
good
don't-
room. Yeah.
Listen, I will tell you, if you are a host and you do 10 minutes in between all your acts, fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's unprofessional. It's uncool.
Because that's what I want this to be. Like I want this to be built up to where when any comedian's coming through Tulsa, like going to do any of those spots,
Yeah.
there's
they
a
wanna hit this up.
hit this up, local promote it, and then like if
Yeah,
you
I
want to
think
come do that
that's cool.
spot on the Unloading Meat Presents, if you're unavailable on that Saturday, cool. Yeah, it's just a lot of. I have fun doing virtual work, and like you see my movie posters I've been working on too.
Yeah, those are really cool.
I just like having fun with Photoshop and fucking with people's faces.
Very
Do you,
cool.
have you talked to TJ Clark much?
I don't know that name.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's so funny.
You've got to have TJ Clark on here.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
You
see
guys
his
are
stand
soul
up.
brothers.
Okay. Who is he?
He's a comedian, but he's
and a brilliant storyteller. Yeah, that's how I know.
And
him
he's
from
a
storytelling.
news producer for Channel 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because
Because
so is Hilton Price.
I met Hilton Price for the first time at Looney Bin last week.
Yeah.
And
He'd be great on here.
I got him booked.
TJ did a set recently at Vanguard. Oh, he killed it. It was so
Really?
funny. Yeah.
So good.
TJ, if you see this, we'd love to have you on here.
Yeah, TJ.
This show's built I go by word of mouth. I go, people that fuck with me are putting in the work. If you say they're good, I trust you because that's what I said, we built trust here on the couch.
Yeah.
At the same time, like if they're putting in the effort, I want to have them on here. But yeah, like you can see, like my news production is already going to be a thing. Like I'm really into production. Like I'm having fun with it.
Very
So
cool.
what I was saying about out of town guys is from our personal experience, when we get to a new town, first thing we do is make a connection with their local comedy scene on Facebook or Insta or Reddit.
Yeah.
And then we make some connection. Usually Evan Hughes is involved, or my cartoons are involved.
Yeah.
But as soon
I
as
love
we-
your cartoons, by the way.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
huge
Thank
fans.
you. Thank you.
If you ever, I don't know how much you charge your commission or anything like that. If you ever drew something,
So
I would
reasonable.
love to have it like on the set or something like that, and just have something for you.
And then you would like to also have the video, maybe,
Yeah.
so you could do whatever you'd like with
Yeah.
it. I enjoy it when people have the video, so
Yeah.
they can do stuff with it.
Yeah, I like having like different things. Like Missy made me dirty balloon animals. It didn't last, but I had a dick and a pussy over here on my set for a bit, and then like
Nice.
Trash put his trash stickers on stuff. I have my roast medal from Brian Bizjack. Just different things I've had from different
Yeah.
people on like this show. So like I like kind of like having that stuff eventually. So like yeah, I like having that stuff. It's kind of cool to.
Well, I'd love to.
Okay.
And but if you were a touchstone for out of town comics to reach out to,
Yeah.
and you got known as that, then all of those people who come to Tulsa to do shows like Dan Alton would probably want to come on. And
That's what I want to be. That's what I want this to be, and I want
a national kind of audience. Then
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and that's that. I've been telling people too that like come on like the back catalog of the people I have on here because like without any ego again, like I have 20 people booked on season 1. You guys are on season 2. I said I was going to cap it at 30, but realistically I have like 38 people booked already, and I haven't even put out the first episode. So Trash is my debut episode on Monday for season 2 premiere.
Very cool.
Because like I'm a student of the game. Like I research. I have a little notepad. When I watch like Your Mom's House or like Tiger Belly, stuff like that, I'm taking notes on camera angles, where the lights are, like how they switch stuff, transitions. I take notes on everything. So
What were those examples?
Tiger Belly or Your Mom's House podcast.
Tiger Belly or Your Mom's House? Okay.
Tiger Belly is a huge influence on me because that's Bobby Lee's podcast.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
with his girlfriend, well now ex-girlfriend Kalila. That's awkward as fuck that they lived together for like almost 10 years and they were together as boyfriend and girlfriend, and then they still have the business together, and she broke up and just dating other people, but they still do a podcast and have a business together. It's kind of awkward now listening to it because there's still not resolved tension there.
I want to see that podcast.
It's really cool.
I had to go to dinner dance with my dad, his current girlfriend, and both of his ex-wives.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Things just got real. All right, guys, and we're back with the one and only Peter Bedgood and the amazing Lacee Rains.
Thank you.
I love your hat combos together. I love it. What is that? Is that Schoolhouse Rock?
I designed it to look like Schoolhouse Rock. This is a thing I do with Fred Emmer.
Oh yeah, now I see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see the influence. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Schoolhouse Rock.
He's a real estate guy, and so we did a comedy thing where we,
He's also, is he a comedian also?
yeah.
Glasses, right?
Yeah.
Does he have a bit with the flags?
Yes.
Yes, I know him because
His stuff is very punny. He's called everyone's favorite dad sometimes, and he's like, "I'll take it."
Is he a dad?
Uh-huh. He has,
he'll appreciate this because like the first time I met him was at Kindle's open mic, and he did a set and he did this thing where he had these like these multicolored flags in front of me, and he did this like whole thing about this, and I went up right after him and I didn't know him and I was just like, Frederick, I suck cock and that was the gayest thing I've ever seen. That was just how I met him. Like we started talking after that. So yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
We bonded after that. So-
Very cool.
oh man.
But we're about to wrap up this show. I want to thank you guys both for being on the show. It's been awesome chatting with both of you.
Yeah.
We have a new segment on season 2 where I talk about guest questions, or I bring up guest questions. So, Lacey, Peter, do you have any questions for Unloading Meat? Jared Ralphie Allen?
Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How many of the 50 United States capitals can you name?
Fuck. Sacramento, Oklahoma City, Austin. Is Austin one, Texas? No. Right? No. Houston? No. I don't know what capital. Dallas?
It is Austin.
It's Austin?
It is.
Oh, okay. Lincoln, Nebraska. Right? Fuck, I don't know.
You're up
Albany.
to 4. Okay.
Tallahassee, is that Florida?
Ow.
Olympia, Washington, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Nice.
Wait, is it Olympia? Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
You're doing so good. This is awesome. Keep it up.
You're at 8.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Boise.
Fuck it up.
Erie, Indiana.
No.
No, that's a good show. That's a good show. Damn it, that's about all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay.
Detroit. No. Lansing, Michigan.
Is it Lansing, Michigan?
Huntsville. No.
No, it's not. No.
Not Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh, is it Lansing?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Mobile, Alabama. Jefferson, Kentucky.
I am no longer counting. I will say. I'm out of fingers.
Yeah, is that good?
You're doing great, though.
Okay,
That was awesome. Nice.
I
I think the average American can name like 20.
Okay.
What about Wyoming,
Cheyenne.
Montana?
I don't remember Montana.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm better with countries.
What about you said Erie, and that's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania's capital is
Pittsburgh.
Harrisburg.
No, like I originally I used to be able to do remember Animaniacs?
Oh yeah.
Remember Yakko's World? He could do the nations of the world. I used to be able to do that memorized. Like United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic of Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, then Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Brazil. Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a beautiful voice.
Thank you. I try.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Which tattoo was your first tattoo, and what is the story behind that tattoo?
Good question. It was this really shitty tribal armband when I was 18, and it's actually with the sister I don't talk to anymore. On my 18th birthday, she took me to the local tattoo shop, and she's like, "You gotta get a tattoo." And I was like, "Okay, well, let's get a tattoo." And she had like the barbed wire Pam Anderson tattoo, and she's like, "You should get something like this." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then as I'm getting tattooed, the guy's like, "Hey, I can do stonework." And I'm like, "Okay." I didn't know he was going to do the stonework. He just said it out loud, and then I looked down, and he's doing stonework as a stone. It's like that fucking like I don't even watch Pokemon, but what's a stone Pokemon like dragon? Like it's like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like a rock dragon kind of thing. It just looks like a stone like tribal all the way wrapped around. I didn't ask for that at all, and so yeah, I'm like, yeah.
That
Wait.
looks sick, dude.
And this is the sister that doesn't talk to you
Yeah.
anymore because you're bi?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bye.
Yeah,
baby,
bye.
bye.
Yeah, eventually that'll get
Bye.
covered up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
How could she not tell?
Don't use the polar questions.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
I was kidding. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. it's
Lacey,
good.
what is your next question?
Dun, 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 dun. If you had to fuck one elected U.S. official,
Ooh.
which would it be?
Elected now, or could they have in the past been?
One current elected U.S. official.
Oh, damn it, current, because I have a past.
Well, we'll allow a past in this one exception.
I was going to say Rudy Giuliani, just because
Okay.
I can use his paint for lube.
Oh, excellent. That's a great answer.
You are a sick man.
Yeah. It'll be at the Four Seasons Resort / Gardening Center.
Are you gonna do a press release?
He'll be dripping down one way or another. No, current one.
This is also a fun game because
Kamala.
Yeah.
Give her something to do.
Oh.
At least something that's like
Burn.
presented.
That was a political joke, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
I've heard those before.
Well, give her something that she can actually get accomplished. Don't just give her the fucking wall and be like, deal with it. I'm just saying, like, they didn't really give her the best thing to start off, too, if you want to be honest. They're like, hey, take over the wall and the border.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Did you ever see the show Veep?
Yes.
That was brilliant.
I love Veep.
It shows how shitty the vice president.
Yeah. And then there's
job.
also, what was the Dick Cheney movie with Christian Bale?
Vice.
Vice.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was really, really
I
good.
didn't see it.
It's made by the guy that did Anchorman.
Yeah, Adam McKay.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a really good movie.
That guy's brilliant. He did The
Yeah.
Big Short, which I never knew anything about the housing bubble.
Yeah.
And then I saw that movie and I could have a conversation with someone.
Yeah. That's where I feel like, and do we have any more questions or are you guys done? You got one more questions?
Do you have another question?
I want to hear another one from you because your questions are fucking badass.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
What do
Lacee.
you think the sexiest way to die is?
Sexiest way to
This question
die.
was inspired by Lana Del Rey.
Ooh, sexiest
What
way
do you
to
think
die.
the sexiest way to die is? If you had to choose,
I don't know, but the only thing,
Nobody knows.
the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm just gonna bring that up, is did you guys ever watch the Howard Stern movie Private Parts? There's a scene like he recreates a scene like where like he tells a woman he can give her an orgasm over the radio, and he has her sit down on like she has one of these big fucking subwoofer speakers, and he has her lay it down, and she straddles it, and he just starts going live on the radio, and like they exaggerate and they have fun with that. I'm like, there's got to be something like that. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
fucked up.
That was a good answer.
No, that's a very good
Yeah.
answer.
What
Yeah.
do you think the sexiest way to die
Wow.
would be?
Yeah.
I want to hear more about his thing. No, I would say
Or the OnlyFans. Like, did you see OnlyFans? Do you know who Shane Gillis is? Shane Gillis is a comedian. He has,
oh yeah, he has
a skit comedy place called Gillian Keeves. It's a YouTube channel, and he has one thing called OnlyFans Dad, and it's how the dad like times are tough, so the dad's like riding this like fucking remote control vibrator that's hooked up to an OnlyFans account, and when he gets a cash donation, it fucking vibrates, and like there's a dinner party going down, and the daughter has a new boyfriend, and you just hear upstairs like and then they walk in and he's like sitting there just writing this thing and he's like, I make $15,000 a month, and the mom's like, yeah, cash.
Oh, God dang.
And he's just like having this like nice like really nice moment with the new boyfriend and stuff like that, and he's just
Yeah.
constantly getting his ass vibrated. It's a really funny skit. I highly recommend you watch it.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
If you make that much cash every month, you should really sign up for quarterly taxes.
Me and Katie started
this is why I love her.
It must be a nightmare, logistically. just horrified for a moment.
That's the clip right there.
That's it.
Thanks, Stinger. See what I mean when I see your reaction? My giggle just starts happening in your face. I see you guys' faces and I'm just like, whoa.
I always think I'm doing so good at hiding how I feel. Never once have I been.
And we're back once again with Peter Bedgood, Lacee Rains, or Lacee Rains and Peter Bedgood.
Yeah.
We are loving this chat, but I hate to wrap it up, but you guys got somewhere to be tonight. Guys, thank you so much for being on. Lacee Rains, Peter Bedgood. This has been an amazing chat. Lacee, where can everybody find your comedy, your clownshipness?
You can find me on Instagram at Discount Goblins.
I love that name.
On TikTok at Clown Savior.
Nice. And the great Peter Bedgood.
I'm just Peter Bedgood on Facebook and P Bedgood on Instagram because Peter Bedgood, that account was hacked by Bitcoin.
Oh wow, I thought you were gonna say like a porn star has that name.
No.
Oh,
No, actually,
Not yet.
I'm the only Peter Bedgood out there besides this other guy that was in Australia. He was very dead.
I mean, I can just say I've been on Grindr a few times. I've bet a few good Peters. Yeah, there's something in there. Yeah,
There's probably some Bedgoods out
yeah,
there.
there's some bed goods.
I
Anyway.
live down the street from Bedwells.
Ooh, I think at this point we just need to rename Nowata. They got plumbing.
Yeah, no. Oh. And then in September, I am putting on the 3rd ever comedy show at the Tulsa Day Center for the Homeless.
Oh,
And
nice.
I love doing it, so I'm looking for businesses and comedians that want to donate their time and comedic talents. It's a great show. It's really fun. That's actually how I met Peter.
Nice.
Was doing that show.
I was living there.
My dad didn't like that joke. But if you would like to do comedy at the Tulsa Day Center for the Homeless, it's great. You can ask Mac Taylor, Trevor Carrion, Miss Trice to be references, Peter Bedgood. They've all been a part of it.
Fantastic.
Evan Hughes. It's really great, and the people staying there love it.
If we can work it out on time when I don't have my kids, I'd love to be a part of it.
Yes,
sometime.
please do. Please do. We serve dinner beforehand, and we actually sit and eat with everyone.
Cool.
It's really fun, and then we go do comedy in another room. It's really cool. It's a low-key show. It's nothing like we're kind of used to as comedians, but it's great, and I think that we should all do it.
Yeah. I really think that's an awesome cause. So yeah, if we can work it out, I'd love to be a part of it sometime.
Yay. Cool.
That is amazing. I can't think of a better way to go out on a good cause like that. I hope you kill it tonight at your show.
Thank you.
Thank you both for coming on the couch. I hope you guys come back sometime.
Yeah.
Sorry about doing that on the couch.
Doing what on the couch? What did I miss when I went to the
Thanks
bathroom?
for coming on the couch.
Oh, okay. It's not that kind of show with a name like Jared. I wouldn't be talking about that. Well, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you, Peter Bedgood. Thank you, Lacee Rains.
Thank you,
Jared Ralphie Allen.
Guys, this has been Unloading Meat. Peace. I'm working on another thing, like I have a character called Gay Gerbil, where it's like, or like if the gerbils like find the match on Grindr and he's like,